Hello everyone, this is Super Comic Girl and I'm back with another video. So this is another show review. This time it is a comic book or a comic based review just like Pennyworth is. And this is Titans Season 1 Episode number 1. And before anyone says, I am way too late for this show, I got to say I had never actually heard of this show until I had heard about all the possible renewals or the possible whatever, and Titans was mentioned, and I was like, okay. Season 1, Episode 1 of Titans, we're introduced to 3 characters: Dick Grayson, Raven, and, no, 4 actually. Dick Grayson, Raven, Starfire, and Beast Boy. And I am going to tell you something. I was really stoked about the idea that these characters, these Titans from DC Comics, was live action. I was like, oh, cool. This is, I gotta watch this show. So we get a little bit of comic book, back, like, flashback, or like, Raven has this dream that is tied directly to the origin of Robin, or Dick Grayson. And we all know that Dick Grayson was part of an act called the Flying Graysons, and that during a performance, the wire snapped. I think I read somewhere that somebody sabotaged it, and that's why they died. And Dick Grayson watched his parents fall to their deaths. These acts do not have nets, and therefore you have to trust your team in order to be able to live through these performances. So he had to watch his parents fall, and the voice that, or the hand that touches his shoulders is Bruce Wayne, who trains him to become his Robin. In the Batman animated universe, or animated series, it was, I think, Morocco, or I think I'm pronouncing the guy's name wrong, who actually did this and actually caused the death of Dick Grayson's parents. And Dick Grayson in the animated adventures literally comes close to breaking one of Batman's rules about not killing someone. Like Aunt May says Spider-Man doesn't kill, so Robins don't kill. So we find out from the show that Dick Grayson left Batman. He became a officer in Gotham City, which means he carries a gun. Then he transferred to Detroit for reasons that begin with the word Joker. And he has this big thing about helping children because of what happened to him. And this is how he encounters Raven, who had to watch as the woman that she thought was her mother was killed by this psycho lunatic that I think was part of a cult. I do not yet know what the thing about it was, which is why I'm going to continue to watch the show, because I need to find out more about this. We have Starfire, who has totally forgotten who she is. Like, what the freaking heck? Really? And we are introduced, of course, as I mentioned earlier, to Beast Boy, who uses his form to steal video games. Seriously! Okay, I'm guessing this is what any teenage boy would do. I could transform into an animal. I want to steal video games. I thought that was so hilarious. And we all know it's Beast Boy because the thing did not attack the guard. He took a video game, ran. Boy, I'm wondering, if you were a teenage boy and you could turn into an animal, would you use that for that particular thing? So it's funny. And yes, he uses it for selfish reasons. So we find out in the summary that the Titans have actually been disbanded, and basically they're no more. So the big stink that happened with this show was Starfire was casted. The actress who plays Starfire is black, and in the DC animated universe, she happens to be white. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. What I care about is she's on screen. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. And literally, her fire is, woo! Yes. Oh, man. Literally, the guys turn to ash. Like, oh my freaking... I was like, what the heck? And the thing inside of her... Now, if anyone, you can tell I'm real excited about this episode. If anyone knows about Raven, so Raven, so in the movie, Titans versus, was it Justice League? I think it was, where they were possessed by, that demon guy. We're talking about the Justice League, not the Titans. So Batman sends his son to stay with the Titans. And the Titans have, of course, Raven and Blue Beetle and Beast Boy. And of course, Raven. And then, of course, we got Starfire. So, Starfire, so Starfire is hot and everything. Yes, we all know that. Because I'm covering up my mistake here. So, Raven's backstory is very unique when it comes to DC characters. So, Raven is actually the daughter of this demon that was part of a cult that her mother was a part of. Of course, your old mommy was involved in a cult. And she willingly had relations with basically the devil, though he's not really the devil. And so, basically what ends up happening is, they go off to this really beautiful, beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful place. It's so calm, it's so serene and everything. And Raven decides that, guess what? I want to find out who my daddy is. And he arrives and he destroys the beautiful thing. And, and of course, Raven sends the Teen Titans to this place. And basically, even though her father has been there before, he cannot get in there again because he has to be summoned to that place. So, very interesting. So, people who know about Raven's origin story in Teen Titans versus Justice League knows that the thing that's inside of her is basically the power that she got from her father. So, yeah. This thing spewed like this. I mean, I don't know if it was like an astral form or something, but which was freaking cool. But the thing just comes out of her and just goes down the man's throat and like, I'm sorry. That was so disgusting. But it was cool special effects. Loved it. I love seeing, live action Robin, which was really awesome. And literally, he freaking slices and dices these guys. And it is so, his fighting style is awesome. This actor must have gone through some fucking extensive training to get that good. Or else the actors playing the bad guys just are really bad at fighting. But it was such an awesome pilot episode. I loved it. I loved this is in Detroit. Detroit is, despite its problems, is a great location for people that do not want to be found. And it also seems like the perfect place for these things to happen that shouldn't happen anywhere else. So I think they picked a great city to have this show. I can't wait to see more of Detroit, and I'm really super excited to know the team coming together and everything. So I am looking forward to this. I heard or read that Superman's clone is in the show. I can't wait to see that. I've only seen him in animated form. I've only seen the Teen Titans in animated form. Even the freaky, weird Teen Titans Go only in animated form. To see the Titans in live action, oh my freaking god, it is so awesome. And yeah, so I am going to let you guys go. I give this episode 5 stars. I will be reviewing every single episode of the show. I know it's like, I think 5 seasons in, but you're going to get a lot of it. So if you see me wearing the same shirt, I'm probably still watching the show, and I've watched the show consecutive, time. All right. So I am going to let you guys go. Hope you guys have a great remainder of your Thursday night. I'll see you guys around. Until next time, nerds, read on. Bye.